Skills and Droon doing some serious Minecraft science. I'm going to go out on a limb and saying that a creeper hanging out inside your sugarcane farm is not a good thing. Oh boy. Okay, guys, welcome to episode 7 of the Casually Avid Gamer Plays Minecraft on the iCraft server. I'm glad you guys are here. That's distressing. I didn't realize this thing didn't have a roof. Huh. Well, okie dokie. I guess he can't, as long as I don't get too close. Can he? I don't know that. Can he see me through the glass? I don't want to find out. I don't want to be the one who's blown up our automatic sugarcane farm, especially given the work that we put into it last episode. Ooh, hey, more skeletons that I've killed. So we have gone from 1.8 to 1.9 on the server, and 1.9 actually runs better on my computer than 1.8 did. I tend not to have so many frame rate drops. However, 1.9 seems to be having some trouble on the server side of things. So you see it taking mobs a little bit to realize that they've been hit. The arrow sort of bounces off first. And sometimes worse. Sometimes it just arrows bounce off. Lots of things happen. But I think they'll optimize it. I think they'll release updates. It should all be good. Skeletons have gotten a lot more deadly. Not to mention they seem to be invulnerable to arrows. But they strafe now when they see you. They move left and right to make it much harder to shoot them. Ah, that was kind of a terrible shot. Take that, you. And one thing that happened is we had a command block thing. I don't really know how they work, but we had a thing where we had it set up so if one person on the server slept, then it would change to day. We had that when we were on 1.8. Now that's been disabled. I think we're trying to re-enable it at some point. I just don't know that anybody's been able to have time to do it. I certainly don't know how to do it, nor do I have the administrator right access thing. But anyway, so now if somebody wants to change it today, everybody has to sleep. And right now I'm on with Virus. Cool guy, but he's busy working, and so sleeping is kind of a pain in the tuchus, especially depending on where you're at. I don't know what he's on. He may have ventured off to the nether where it's a really bad idea to sleep. So, hey, there's a zombie. He's just hiding. There you go. But we're over here at our sorting system. And first thing I need to do this episode is I want to pretty this up because this is oogly. And this is very oogly. Let's just be honest. So I'm going to clean this up a bit, and I'm going to try to use a bunch of different woods in it just to kind of see. I'm going to try to do something a little crazy, a little silly. It's just scary trying to do that during the middle of the night, and the nights in Minecraft are so long. I don't know where he came from. I just heard him land behind me. I think he came from like on top of the roof there. Bad creepers. Very bad creepers. Hopefully there are no moss. Alright, well, tricky thing was there really wasn't enough real estate to establish a really intricate or interesting looking pattern with the 4 different types of wood I had. I wanted to see if I could do it. It didn't quite work out. And again, I think, like I said, I think it's just because there's just not quite enough real estate to establish a pattern. It ended up it doesn't look bad. It's vibrant. It's different. It's not something I'd normally build, but that's all right. It doesn't need to be super awesome. It's just holding a sorting filter. Man, people clean up pumpkins like crazy. Yeah, I think, well, let's see. Pumpkins, we've got a grand total of 13. With melons, we're filled almost up to the brim. And with sugarcane, we are filled up to the brim. So, wow, that's a lot. I think our our pumpkin production might be a little short, but that's all right. All right, so we got this in. Now let's kind of talk about let's talk a little bit about future plans and also what we're going to do with the rest of this episode. Start heading back towards the base, our current in-town base. It's right over there. Still looks pretty good, I think. I haven't done the interior yet, just mostly because I don't think I don't really enjoy doing interiors as much, and there are so many other things I could think that I want to do that I just end up doing those first. And consequently, that's what we're doing today. So if any of you watch my single player series, you know that a couple of the last builds we did were a couple of churches to the great Bawk B'Gawk. And, you know, I think we're going to have to bring B'Gawkinism to the iCraft server. And we're going to start right here. We're going to build, it's going to be a small shrine right here to the great Bawk B'Gawk. And what we're going to have at this shrine, we're going to have a couple of donation chests asking people for their cobblestone, their regular stone, and their, even if they've got like spare stone bricks, because people tend to end up with just a ton of stone, and I'm not there yet. Let's take a look at what we've got. I've got a very large build in mind. A very, very large build in mind. I want to build a cathedral to Bawk B'Gawk. I think that would be really awesome. One problem being is we currently have less than one double chest of stone. And we've got just a little bit of cobble because I've been baking it constantly. And a few of this stuff. Oh, and the ugliness of this granite reminds me. Since we converted to 1.9, you may have noticed that Minecraft looks a little different, maybe even quite a bit different. That's because my old resource pack that I was using to kind of beef up the graphics a little bit, it hasn't been reformatted for 1.9 yet. It hasn't been updated. And frankly, the default Minecraft texture pack is just horrible. Like, I tried playing with that and I just, no thank you. So I went out and I found a kind of similar texture pack. I usually use Faithful 32x32, and this is Jalel 32x32. I don't dislike this, but I think I still like Faithful a little bit more. So yeah, that's why it looks different. But anyway, pointing out that we only have, I thought I heard something creeping up on me, pointing out that we only have less than one double chest of stone. That's not going to be nearly enough to do a cathedral. And I kind of want to show you guys where... Interesting. Okay, Lagenstein got us, I guess. Oh, and evidently those have sound now. And that creeps me out every time because it sounds just like a creeper. But it's that flame right there. It sounds like a creeper every time. Oh, I hear a zombie. This is a bridge that Dude Plays built. Looks really good. I like it a lot. And the episode where he built this bridge was hilarious, so you should definitely go check it out. Although he hasn't really figured out a way for people to get down just yet, so we'll just do that. But anyway, out this way, basically, in this field, I want to put a giant cathedral. An absolutely just massive cathedral, because you can't really do a small cathedral and do it justice. It just doesn't work. And so this is going to take up a ton of real estate. So from, I don't know if you can see it, from that little sign right there to, well, back almost to the back, I'm guessing is how much real estate this cathedral is going to take up. And it is primarily going to be built out of stone bricks. We'll spice it up a little more than that, but the primary palette will be that stone brick. And for something this big, a double chest is not going to cut it. So we are going to build a much smaller shrine to Bawk B'Gawk over across from my little my townhouse. and we are going to put a couple of chests where people can donate stone they don't want. And I will happily take it all in and then build a really big cathedral. And if we don't get any donations, that's fine too. It's not like we need to rely on anybody else. I've got diamonds, I've got pickaxes. We'll get there eventually. It's just oh, and by the way, skeleton horse. I hate that sound. Yeah, these are new in 1.9. That's a skeleton horse. They spawn with skeleton riders. What happens is there's basically like a trap horse you'll see wandering around wherever it is horses wander around. You know, bars, nail salons, wherever you'll find horses. You guys know the places. And you walk up to it, and then all of a sudden it disappears in a lightning bolt, and 4 skeleton riders appear around it, like skeletons riding horses, and then they shoot you a lot. And if you can kill them, if you kill the skeletons, the horses can survive, and you get yourself an undead horse, which is fun. But anyway, so we're going to put the shrine here. Now, I've got an inventory full of junk from working on that stairway. So I'm going to switch out my inventory, and then we'll start taking a look at building the shrine. All right, I'll see you guys in a minute. So I just got back from hitting the iron farm up for some iron, and I stumbled across Skills and Droon doing some serious Minecraft science. I don't know what they're doing, but it's been entertaining. Okay, you guys, we're starting off with just a fairly simple box. Nothing too incredibly exciting about it. I've lined it in logs again, just trying to make it a little more visually interesting. And next in, we want to install the holy symbol of Bawk B'Gawk. So we're going to go 3 that way. And let's see. Actually, come on. There we go. We get one more there. One. Oh. Oh, man. See, this whole building on camera thing, it's killing me. Place. There we go. That's easy enough. And why do I have my axe out? Oh, I have my axe out because I'm an idiot. We can go without food for a little bit. Let's see. Half there. Good. Next up. Upside down. Right side up. Let's see. Next. Back that. All right, that should be the holy symbol pretty much. There you go. That's the holy symbol of. Did I put 2 up? No, that's wrong. That's not quite what I was going for. Let's hop back up and fix. Got the axe here. There we go. That was going to bother. It may not seem like it made a big difference, but it would have bothered me. There we go. That is the mace of Bawk B'Gawk that he used to crush his enemies. You can see why he's worshipped the world over. Now let's see. Next thing we want to do is hide some light in here. So yeah, we'll do that. That way they get backlit a little bit. Excellent. All right, next, what do we want to do? I got to reload my stuff, and then we're going to start working on some of the detail work in here. All right, let's start in the corners. Those should be the simplest. So we will pillar up this way, and then very kind of simple supports. Now, what I want, my theme behind this build is, that the converts to B'Gawkinism started off small, and they just had these smaller, very rustic shrines in which to do their worshiping. And they are collecting donations for the construction of a grand cathedral, which we talked about earlier down there. That's going to end up going down there. So this is going to be very kind of rustic. Like it's going to be open-faced, open to the elements. It's almost a shrine more for pilgrims than it is like a church for worship. That there. 1, 2. All right, got that. And next, because, well, nobody should actually touch the holy objects, because that seems kind of religious-y too. We are actually going to gate off there we go. We are short a couple of fences because I want to put a couple more in here. Because I don't like the square. I want the fences to break up the square. All right. Well, I'll remake those, and then I'm going to sort of repeat this pillar pattern on these front posts here, and then we got to do something with the outside. So we've got the ground kind of torn up in here, and there's a reason why. I'm going to put in some coarse dirt to make it look like this place has been getting some heavy traffic. And then, also, since this is a holy symbol, I didn't think they would really want it, or the people who build it wouldn't want it sitting just on dirt. They would want it to be a little better protected. So I went ahead and made some stone slabs as the floor. Let's see. That, boom. Come on now. Got it. Curses. That'll get it though. And then we get that back in. There you go. That's a little better. And then I've got 3 pieces of carpet where people can, sit and where they come and they kneel and they pray, and that's why the dirt around it's so torn up. And again, since this is more like a something for pilgrims rather than the more elite of society, like it's in the dirt, it's very bare bones, and of course people are asking the poor travelers for money because the rich shouldn't be expected to pay for anything, right? That's the whole point. So in here is pretty much finished, except I'm going to do a couple of donation chests here and here. I'll probably do those off camera at some point, but yeah, I like the way this turned out. I really do. So I think that's about it, guys. All right, so I want to thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of The Casually Avid Gamer Plays Minecraft on iCraft. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. This is fun. It's rustic, it's simple, and that was the point, I think. I don't know if I like the brown for this or not, but I would think anything here would get dirty, so I don't know. Anyway, click the like button, click that subscribe button. We are on our way to bringing B'Gawkinism to the iCraft server. All should beware. Anyway, you guys have a great week, and I'll talk to you next time.